How's the audio? Okay, it's good? All right, cool. Okay, hi folks. We try to televise some of these on Facebook so everybody can share in it, even if they can't attend. If they're working, they can come back and get it later as well. And there will be on moines.com after I'm done with this talk and after Pony over there edits it, because yeah. But thank you very much for coming to the crystal ball reading demonstration. I'm going to talk just a little bit and lecture just a little bit. Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. I'm going to lecture just a little bit about it before I hop on into it. And right now, draw straws. Who wants to be the victim that I read? Ooh, somebody's interested. Who wants to be the victim? What do we got here? Anyway, all right, decide amongst yourselves. Crystal, oh, okay, Rockstar, Miss Iowa State. Crystal ball reading is, man, it is noisy up here. Anyway, sorry, distraction, lack of sleep. Crystal ball reading has been around for a very long time. It was originally brought about by the Druids, and they used to use beryl like aquamarine and stuff like that, herbs to scry with. Now, crystal ball reading is not, it's not about the tool, it's about the reader. So this is merely a tool. It's a biconvex lens that allows us to actually tune in, go into a self-induced kind of semi-hypnotic trance state, and perceive the images that we normally otherwise would have trouble focusing on and filtering out all the background noise, like that background noise. Hi, Nicole. How are you? What's up? Anyway, what this is going to do, now, keep in mind, crystal ball reading is actually called crystallomancy, and the crystal ball itself as a reading tool, the technical term is an orbiculum. Say that 3 times fast. I dare anybody. It's going to be fun. But it is a scrying tool. Scrying is merely, like I said, going into somewhat of a semi-trance state and perceiving clairvoyant images. Clairvoyancy is not just seeing the future, it's seeing the unseen world around you. I have the candle going here because it helps me focus and it keeps me on track. And also, Antoinette's Reiki candles are amazing. But what you do when you scry, you look into traditionally a reflective or semi-reflective object. So mirror, bowl of water. For me, I also enjoy fire scrying, anything that'll trance you out. And then you go in and you start looking at the images that get pulled up. People, go ahead, did you have a question? Okay, sorry, you looked like you did. Now, back in the Druidic times, they used to use it. By the time the Roman Empire came about, it was so widespread it wasn't funny. But when the early medieval Christian church came in, they deemed it heretical, so it fell from popularity and kind of faded into the shadows in most of the European countries. However, the Victorian era saw an immediate rise, a shot up rise in popularity for crystal ball gazing, as well as many other occult pastimes.
Yeah, we're going to switch to this because that is muffled. Really, really muffled.
Hello? Testing? Wow. Okay, that's obscuring the crystal ball.
Sorry.
Okay. Can I take this off then?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
All right. Hang on.
You see it?
Okay. There you go.
Hopefully this works better.
Can you guys Can you hear me okay? No? Okay. Facebook. Basically, we're televising it. Well, I'm just going to move on because, yes, holding on. I will drink coffee now. Any questions while he's doing his thing? Does anybody have any experience with crystal ball reading themselves? A little bit? Okay. Go ahead and share some of your experience. This isn't a pass-fail grade. It's just sharing. Don't worry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah, it was basically just
Doesn't matter the size. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because you don't see with your eyes when you're doing this stuff. You see with this eye, your third eye, so to speak. It's basically almost like the images, at least for me anyway, are overlaid over the actual physical. That can get really trippy the closer to Halloween we get. Woo! Trippiness. The veils kind of thin out and that unseen world comes a little bit closer. So if I can already get a peek in, it's a lot stronger. It's like, okay, I'm seeing a double negative over here. But it is a lot of fun, and it brings the spirit guides and your ancestors a little bit closer to you. Okay, so around this time, just to segue off topic a little bit, around this time, if you start noticing more messagey dreams, it feels like somebody's come to visit you and they said all these things, it probably is a visit from a dead loved one. Around this time of year is when it all happens, but don't mess with any Ouija boards or anything, because that just don't do that. If it comes to you and you're like, yes, everything in love and light, that's what I want, everything else be gone, and it still sticks around, go for it. Dennis, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 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 I'm trying. I don't want to eat the mic. Ah! Okay. Yeah. All right. So, back on topic. Where were we? The Victorian era. Now, in Victorian times, it was thought that you needed the sun to crystal ball gaze. Everybody is different, though. Me personally, I prefer it dark with a candle going because it helps me filter out the background noise. For them, they wanted you to do it when the sun was high in the sky and at its northernmost. And crystal ball gazing was a very popular pastime back then, kind of like the tarot cards of today. But the guy who really pulled it into fashion was Dr. John Dee. He was an advisor, I believe, to Queen Elizabeth I, mathematician, theologian, everything. He was big into Hermetic philosophy. And I will talk more about Hermetic philosophy and the description of it in the article. Give it a couple days. But he pulled this stuff into view. Now, some of his record is a little nutty, a little crazy, but what he brought into societal view was amazing. And he was big into this. He was one of the forerunners of the area. So, without any further ado, anybody have questions? All right, come on up, victim number one. Nicole? Oh, let's just have you pull your chair over across from me. Okay? Nicole, shut off one of the lights, please. Thank you. All right, much better. For me, I personally prefer working in darkness. A lot of people scry with a black mirror or dark bowl of water. And this just helps filter out the background noise. Okay, so first picture we have, I don't know your name, I'm sorry. So what would you like me to call you? Janet? Okay. First thing I see is a full moon. It's kind of dark on one side, but it's heavily pictured. Then I see a gold ring, like a wedding ring, like a wedding band around it. Spotlight on that. So gold ring with mostly full moon, but almost like a black moon. So that's that like first new moon. If there's a double new moon in a month, I believe. I can't remember what it is. What does that mean to you? Anything? When I'm doing a group session, I end up picking up other people, which is why I do them one at a time generally. Okay, so full moon, gold ring. Giving, hands going out, hands just saying, I'm not sure what's going on, but here, have this. White dress. Okay, seriously, is somebody getting married around here or what? And it's going to be a definitely pagan-themed wedding. Who here's getting married? Anybody? Okay, well, whoever down there is getting married, they're going to have a really awesome wedding. It's going to be really pretty. Moonlight ceremony. Okay, gorgeous dress. Damn. This is one you can actually wear out on dates and stuff. Okay. Come on. Hold on. Where's my drum? There it is. All right. Clear. Okay. Let's see. Rivers. River running through a mirror. Mirror self-reflection. Not liking what you see in the reflection. But it's going to be cleansed out and cleaned out with time. A lot more time in relaxation, nature walking, things like that. But this looks like springtime, so almost a traveling event. But I actually see the river running out of the mirror. The mirror's lit up with really bright sunlight. Somebody really needs to take a vacation. Now, is that you? Oh, well, hey, that's pretty nice. Again, I am sorry, this is all pretty generalized. Lots of rainbows on your trip, lots of happy times. Oddly, though, again, three taper white candles, almost like going out to dinner, but this is very important. There's something important that's going to happen at dinner, and you're going to know by 3 white candles, white tapers. The flames are really high, good spirits, there's a lot of energy in the room. Room shaded up and darkened. I see almost a burgundy tablecloth, but there's lace around the edges. And you look really happy. This is about you. Janet, the woman sitting in front of me. Yeah, because I can see you leaning and going, ooh. So yeah, wow. You are really, really happy. If you're already married, possible rekindling of romance, because this looks like a very romantic setting. But if you're not married, then you're going to go on one heck of an awesome date. I don't know. But, you will meet a tall, dark, handsome stranger on a cruise, right? Right? But no, this is looking really nice. Whatever's going to happen before spring, it's either going to happen like right at the tail end of winter when things are warming up, or on your vacation, because I see a lot of sunlight and there's no ice on that river. Okay, there is no ice. So the time frame, the seasonal stuff, it's going to be when it's warmer out. No, this is whatever comes through, hon. Okay, this is no. I didn't ask you for a specific target, so whatever comes through is going to be the message for you. Now, you want to discuss career? Ask me questions. Pointed questions. What do you need? Change the way you're doing it, but yes, stick with the meetup. You need to branch off into 2 other branches. So if you're advertising it one way, you need to take one of the side categories, something that you're hashtagging, a hashtagable. Like if you're doing a meetup group for Harry Potter, then you would do advertise a meetup group for wizards, or advertise a meetup group for wand makers, or something like that. It's something that you would hashtag, a hashtag that you're using. And though there are 2 hashtags, and you're going to know when you look at it. They tell me the term Wicca, or I see the term Wicca, but I don't think that's it. So it's an example. Hashtags, words that are going to bring you into view. There are 2 of them. You're only using 1 out of the 3 you should be using. Does that make sense? Well, there's a descriptor word you're using. You need to use 2 others, and it's popular. Popular. These are words that people are going to be looking for. No, it's not what you're looking for. It's what people are looking for. Balance. They're showing me the word balance. Okay. Pointed questions. Keep them coming.
looking at developing a workshop, and I want to talk more about if men are reacting to us as women's responsibility.
Growth. You need to focus on growth. You need to focus on growth in that discussion. No, female growth as well as male. That's why there's balance. Okay. Don't concentrate on either the male or the feminine part. You need to be pushing the growth aspect. Gender needs to be a very small part of the discussion. I know it's a big part to you, but to everybody else, they're just looking for their own problems to be solved. So you need to be going into growth and also how this can help them in their life get abundance. Wow, that's just mean. And get over themselves. So yeah, pointed questions. Keep going.
It just takes me to a different place. Speaking gigs. Looking at speaking gigs.
Yes, you will be getting them.
Okay.
You will be getting them, but you need to get yourself out there more. You're not advertising in the correct circles. You are not taking advantage of the resources in front of you. I see resources. Okay? Resources. Avenues of advertising, networking with people, resources. You need to actively be hunting down speaking engagements to go to, but you need more of a portfolio. And they're showing me like pictures in it. You need to be picture heavy, not word heavy, picture heavy. Have you heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words? Okay, picture heavy, picture heavy, picture heavy, images, 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 images. But get a portfolio. Get a history of speaking gigs or of workshops and classes and things like that. You need to get more under your belt. Again, resources. Resources. You need to hunt those down. All I see is you in a black pantsuit. Your hair is actually done really nicely. It looks almost like I don't know what you did, but you're taking care of your hair really well. It's about to this, it's curled under, and it's like this. And you're in a really pretty teal shirt. You've got black flats on, and you've got a microphone in front of you, and you're running across the stage. I mean, you're energetic. You're there. You're talking, and bam, 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 go. And people are really liking it. Flats, black flats. No, black flats, and I see black sequins on the tops of the flats. Really? Okay. Okay. No, really bright, like teal, turquoisey dress shirt, but it's bright. So underneath all that black, you got something bright going on. And you're very matter of fact about it when you're on stage. You're not. There's no ego. It's just very pragmatic about everything. So, did that help?
It's like I keep getting these downloads of just this information.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they're not there yet, but the downloads are about
Write them down.
women noticing their heart and partnering with men, asking for help from them actually in the world today, and getting over themselves, seeing that it doesn't mean they're weak to help us in this time.
And that is awesome. We definitely really need some of that. So resources. I'm going to have you talk to Antoinette Brown a little bit about what you're doing and any ideas she might have as to help, because she's a lot more resourceful than I am. She's more grounded in the here and now, the day to day, than I am. So she's going to know a little bit more about that. But yeah, no, you will succeed, but you're going to have to do the work. Hard work. Hard work. Work hard. If you are dedicated to it, it will be dedicated to you. All righty. Dennis, what time are we running?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes left or 20 minutes? Okay, cool. All right. Questions?
So what are the individual points? Or do I look at your choice?
Workshops, it's going to be more classes for you. Individual clients, no. You're going to need to build a following first. Following and follow up. Okay, so the way I'm interpreting that, the word follow up. Follow up. It's like in big, bold yellow letters. Follow up. So basically, all your classes, all your teaching engagements, you need to follow up, grow that email list, write that book, whatever it is, you need to build a following. That's the only way you're going to get clients, because the single clients, no, not going to happen. You're going to get maybe one or two, but that is not going to be enough to pay your bills. This is definitely going to be a leap of faith. That's okay. Do you love what you do? Then leap. Right. Workshops, groups, teaching engagements, some free speaking engagements, but you need to build. That's why I was saying so hard, the portfolio, the image. You have to build a following. You have to build your business. Individual one-on-one, you're not going to get enough word of mouth or referrals to support your business. And it doesn't matter how much advertising you do until you become a brand name. Then, once you're a brand name, then you will get your individual clients. But even then, it's not going to be the individual clients that are going to be your focus. You're putting out a methodology, a philosophy. They're telling me a theology, but that definitely does not sound right. Basically, theology, right. Something people can have faith in. A system of working with things that people can have faith in. That's why theology.
So if I say a house model,
Say again?
a house model graphic that looks like my house.
Mm-hmm.
That one I need to be working on.
You can, but no, that's not your be-all, end-all. It's almost like if you want to do it as a hobby, that's fine, but this is the path you're going to end up on.
Is it a different path, a different niche than what I'm looking at currently?
You just have to dream a little bigger, darling.
So same niche, just dream big.
Think bigger. Think outside the box. You remember what Walt Disney used to say whenever anybody would come up to him with an idea? That's great. I love it. Now do it bigger. Like that. Needs to be bigger.
Okay, I get that. But is it in the same
You need some mentoring in it. You actually need mentoring to get you to that next step. Because right now, you're thinking in this tiny box right here. You're just thinking in this when all this out here is waiting for you. But you need to connect the dots. You need to make a connection to it. You need mentoring to take you outside of that box. All the answers are in front of you. You have everything you need currently right now. That's what they're showing me. But you haven't made that connection quite yet.
So I'm going to a workshop.
No, personal one-on-one mentoring. You need to talk to somebody who dreams bigger, who dreams really big and believes anything is possible. Because I'm showing that belief is going to be the biggest part of this.
So if I say the word Suzanne.
Wow. They lit up the word Suzanne in light blues and blacks. So I'm guessing she's pretty interconnected with this. And sparks. She'll get you part of where you need to go. Larry's in green. Growth and abundance. Okay. Growth and abundance. Grass green. That generally means growth and abundance to me. Or healing, but more growth and abundance, really. Okay. And also, both Larry and Suzanne were written out in cursive lettering. Cursive lettering harkens back to an older time when people did things a little more traditionally, but they took more care in what they did. So with both of these people, you want a more traditional approach, and you need to take care in what you do. You actually need to be more methodical. You need to observe manners and rules and everything. You need to actually be very compassionate, kind, and caring, and respect their feelings in this matter. Even if Suzanne's a mentor, doesn't matter. Respect the feelings of the other person.
Like the client? Or what is it?
Suzanne and Larry,
Oh,
these two. Respect their feelings. Even if they seem crazy and slightly obtuse, still respect their feelings, because that's going to take you a long ways in these two interrelatings. Okay. Dennis, what time are we running?
26.
Any other questions, guys? Okay. All right. Last question.
what am I talking about in the speeches? You said growth.
All, which speeches?
You said choppy, right? I'm talking to real choppy. You said it was about growth.
I said focus on growth. Well, whatever you're talking about, incorporate growth for both parties into it.
So how do I get to what that is? And what that message is?
That's all you, hon. They're not going to spoon feed it to you. You actually have to do the work, sit down and write it out yourself. You will get there, but you actually have to sit down and put the thought into it. Take away all your preconceived notions. Think outside the box. Work with what you have. And grow it. Make it bigger. Observe the people around you. Observe how they could be benefited from what you're doing and what they really need. Not what they say they need, not what you think they need, but what they actually need. Everybody needs growth. Everybody needs abundance. Link your talks, or lead your talks along those lines. And I think this has enough audio that you can actually go back and review this.
So I talk about love. I basically talk about finding love.
Mhm.
So more of that.
Yeah.
Abundance.
No, abundance in everyday living. Not abundance is not necessarily monetary.
No, I'm not talking about monetary. I'm talking about love.
That's what I just said. Are you in love right now, or have you ever been in love? Okay. How does it change your life and make it better?
It's just more possibilities.
Right.
More
Okay.
receiving.
Start there. That's what I mean by growth and abundance. When you have love and solid partnership in your life, everything changes. Everything is better. Everything is added to, not taken away from. Start there. All right.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, you guys, for being here. Dennis, can you cut the feed, babe? I need more coffee.